What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm covering my first week with a virtual assistant for my Amazon FBA business. They were sourcing online arbitrage leads for me. I'm gonna kind of go over the good, the bad, the in-between, how I felt about it. It was a little overwhelming for me, but yeah. If you're new to the channel, my name is John Mascarello. I'm a six-figure Amazon seller. I do online arbitrage and some books, and I do these videos because I want to help you guys make money on Amazon. That's my mission, and I want you guys to do so because a lot of you hate your jobs or you just want to make some extra money, and Amazon is a great place to do that. So let's just get into it. So I hired a virtual assistant to help source leads for online arbitrage. And the reason I did that is because I wanted some time back. I've been the person sourcing all the leads for the most part. So yeah, I wanted some help so I could focus on some other things and also source. This way two people are doing it. And I did a video on how I hired my VA, why I did it. Search the channel for that. If I remember, I'll link it below. So the first week was pretty good. I will say it was a little stressful having, someone working with me. Whenever you have someone working with you, like you now have an obligation to make sure they have work, to supervise their work or review it, give them feedback. So that was definitely, especially the first week, you want to give the most feedback possible, really be there to answer any questions because you want to make sure as the relationship goes along, you're answering all the questions. You want to build a strong foundation, kind of if you don't like something, say it right away. Don't let it kind of carry on, because then you're just gonna have problems later. So the first day, obviously we just hopped on a Skype call. I was like, hey, do you have any questions? Do some reverse searching. They had a couple questions. I answered them, and they started sourcing using SellerAmp and the Google, all that good stuff. The first day of leads were not good at all. I was kind of panicking. I think they found 8. I'm trying to think. Maybe 1 was good. I don't even remember. So basically what's happening is he's dropping leads into a Google Doc, and I highlight the ones in green and make a note that I would buy it. And if it's not a good lead, I'll put it in blue. This way, and kind of give an explanation why. I actually made a Loom video for the first set of leads, just to show him some of the things that I noticed, and what was kind of not matching up, or what the deal with the Keep It chart was, yada, yada, yada. Loom is a great tool. Basically, it's a video recording software that records your screen. So I just kind of going through the Keep It charts, pointing some stuff out. And the best part about it is you could see how far the person watched the video. So he watched the whole video, so that was cool. So yeah, gave him some feedback. Day number 2, the leads were definitely better. I think there were maybe 6. I think 2 of them were good. So we were kind of getting there. Day 3, it kind of went the same way. Definitely some good products though that were sourced. I will say that. So it's exciting. So basically my strategy for this was for week 1 to kind of let them source on their own, see what they're doing, give them feedback. Obviously, I made the Loom video. I have the Google Doc telling them why I like something and don't like something. And yeah, it seems like it's working pretty good. I wanted to see what they could send. I would say I was pretty happy with what they sent based on, we've only 5 days of work. Would I like to see all the leads profitable? Of course. But I would say the leads that are being found that I bought, very happy with them. So that's good. What I didn't really like is giving feedback. I mean, it's essential to do, but basically that first day, it was a really hard video to make, to say, hey, listen, none of these leads were good. or I wouldn't buy any of them. I always try to keep it positive. There were some instances where, the keep a chart, it was obviously on a price jump, and I tried to like head it off and say, hey, like if the lead was at, like if this keep a chart was consistently at $28, this would be a good lead. But since it's just a price spike, it's not. But yeah, just getting through the first video and like kind of giving the feedback. Obviously, they took the feedback and applied it because the leads got gradually better throughout the week. So that is definitely good. What else? So the second part of this, I think this week, I'm going to do some actual training with them. I feel like I'm going to show them how I would source. Obviously, before we even started this thing, I have YouTube videos doing live sourcing, so I shared that with them, so they honestly know how I do source. But I think I could really drill it down a little more. I'm kind of interested to see how they are actually sourcing, to kind of like give me some, I don't know, insight to how they think or what they're kind of doing or the sites they're finding stuff. I would say another not so great thing, which we are like basically cleaning up, a lot of websites that or leads that were given were like Shopify stores that file like IP claims. So we're kind of working through that. So we got that kind of nailed down for this upcoming week. But yeah, I feel like this week we're going to do some training. I'm going to experiment giving them some actual storefronts to go through, or even like products or brands that I like, or maybe even a website that's having a sale, and kind of see how they do there. Just kind of maybe not being like super regimented, but giving some guidance as well. I do have a whole list in a Google Doc of stores or products I've found while like sourcing, that I would love to know what those other people are selling, or kind of get an overview of that. So I might just drop some of those links in there. But right now I'm really kind of, one of the biggest reasons I did this was to kind of get a second set of eyes, or not a second set of eyes, but a different way to source. Obviously, I have my ways I like to source, and I'm sure they have their ways. So getting a whole new way of sourcing, or someone thinking differently about sourcing, is definitely good. So I do not want to take that away and be like, this is how you have to source. I just basically want to give some like maybe more guidance of how to maybe go about it, or kind of see if it could be more efficient, and just kind of work through it. The second not so good part was figuring out how to get them money. In my head, I knew that I was going to do, there's something called Wise Transfer, W-I-S-E transfer. That was suggested by Fields of Profit. Shout out to him. And the VA didn't have an account, so I was like, you know what? I'll just PayPal you. I think the fees are much higher on PayPal, but it was just to kind of get the ball rolling. And I was going to be like, we're just going to do it on PayPal, see how that goes, and eventually go to Wise. I asked for the PayPal, and they're like, oh, can we do Wise instead? So I had to like get all that set up, like all the other information in there. It was pretty easy, not that hard, but it was just one of those things that caught me off guard, because I said I would pay them for the first week up front. So I didn't want them to think that, I wasn't good for it, or like they got paid late, like that kind of stuff. But we kind of agreed upon how I was going to pay them. And if I did PayPal, it would have went through. No big deal. I don't think they like thought anything bad about it. But if you say you're going to pay someone on a certain day, you should pay them on that day. But I think we're good. So that was kind of like the second thing that threw me for a loop. And the third thing, I don't know. I feel like it was just interesting. I think I could definitely, on my part, do a better job of communicating. So that's nothing they did wrong, but like just for me, maybe check in a little bit more. I did have them email me when they started and when they finished, just to kind of get an idea. They're basically starting probably around like 8 a.m. in the morning. So like 8 p.m. my time. So like I'm always just like, oh, hey, like, you know, not good luck today, but like, you know, thanks for like sending an email, like, hope you find good stuff, whatever. So yeah, that was kind of the first week. I am overall happy with how it went. I see a lot of potential here. I think, like I said before, I just kind of want to see what they could do. Kind of like, hey, go out on your own, let me see what you got. And based on that, I really think, like, I mean, they sent probably 8 to 10 solid leads, which is great. So, and that's really before kind of like refining the process. Obviously, they watch some of my YouTube videos sourcing, but there's definitely some stuff I could probably show them to either speed it along the process or kind of will correct some efficiencies. So really looking forward to that. Really looking for more leads. I realize this is like a process where, you know, we're working together, right? And I think after the first day, I will say this, I was like, not disappointed, but I was like, oh man, like I couldn't buy anything. But you know, like when you first start a job or anything, you just don't know like kind of what you're doing. Or it's hard to, I don't know, maybe you have different ideas of what the person wants or what they think is good. So I think that we're kind of on the same page now with what I want, in terms of leads, what I like. So I do plan on doing a check-in with him tomorrow, and I do want to get his feedback too. And I think this is a really important part. I know I'm all over the place in this video, but bear with me. Is asking for their feedback. Like, how'd it go? Like, after the first day, like, oh, like, how do you think it went? And they were just kind of like, oh, you know, I forgot what happened. Something happened, but it was something that was like really easy to correct and something I didn't really think about to let them know. So yeah, that like little tweak probably saved him a bunch of time. What else? They wanted to clarify some ROI kind of stuff. I was looking for like 30% with at least $3 profit, but I kind of told them that if it's at least 20%, if it's 20% ROI, it has to be at least $5 profit. And they definitely found some good stuff in that category. So yeah, that was kind of the first week. If you have a VA, let me know in the comments how you kind of go about training or what your experience is or any questions you have. Happy to answer them. Again, look through the recent videos. I definitely have one about the first day. I actually might link it after this, so it should pop up there somewhere. But thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Please like the video. It means the world to me. We're getting close to 1,000 subscribers. Super excited. And have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video.